into Liam Payne because we have some news regarding, his alcohol intake. So yeah, his alcohol concentration levels have been released, shedding more light on his condition at the time of his death, where, he had passed away from falling off the balcony of his hotel room in Argentina in October of 2024. So according to People, they say a press release by the National Criminal and Correctional Prosecutor's Office, number 14, on Monday, February 21st, revealed that the One Direction singer had alcohol concentrations up to 2.7 grams per liter in blood at the time of his death. The singer, who died in October after falling off a balcony at Casa Sur Palermo Hotel in Argentina, also had cocaine metabolites. Hold on, it's going to take me a second to try to pronounce this one. Methylegonine. Is that meth? Benzoyligomine, cocaine, and the medication sertraline. Jesus Christ, these are some tongue twisters. I probably missaid all of those words, but y'all know what I mean. Hopefully. In his system. So we had a whole lot of stuff in his system. It wasn't just the alcohol. And they said, yeah, it was per the release, which was translated from Spanish. Now, in blood alcohol concentration, BAC, 2.7 grams per liter equates to 0.27%, which could lead to confusion, feeling dazed, and disoriented, per alcohol.com. Now, the press release also revealed that Brian Paisa's prosecution for supplying drugs in exchange for money was confirmed, despite previously denying the claims and saying he did it for free. Per the judges, the evidence gathered reveals that the onerous nature of the deliveries and enables the confirmation of the prosecution ordered by the previous instance. This was proven through security camera footage where, upon arriving at the hotel in the early hours of October 14th, Payne went down the reception to ask for money. Meanwhile, a police report made at Paisa's address confirmed that all the inhabitants' families of the place have as their main livelihood the sale of narcotic material. Now, lastly, the press release states that when examining the messages between Payne and Pais, the defendant, who also said the drugs would be a gift, sent Payne a text message reading, "The guy with the cigar just answered me. Come later if you want." Payne responded, "I have $100 US." So he was sitting around saying, "Oh, this was a gift for free," but clearly there is evidence that you took payment in exchange for drugs. Now, in November, the prosecutor office previously revealed the findings from his toxicology report. In the 72-hour period before his death, Payne had alcohol, booger sugar, and prescription antidepressants in his body, according to the press release. This conclusion was reached after the complete toxicology test on urine, blood, and vitreous humor. This is what the press release states. Payne died on October 16, 2024. He was 31. Now, they said that he died of multiple injuries and internal and external hemorrhages. Per the BBC, in January, his cause of death was confirmed by an inquest in the UK as polytrauma, according to a hearing in December at Buckinghamshire Coroner's Court. The press release in November also states that 3 people were arrested and charged in Argentina in connection to Payne's death after falling from a third-floor hotel balcony. Well, it was 5 people. They said that I believe 3 people were cleared, but 2 of them so far have not. One of those people that were cleared was Roger. His friend Roger, I can't remember his last name off the top of my head, but his friend Roger was cleared. And I remember Roger said recently that Liam's father owes him an apology because Liam's father was out here trying to slander him, saying that it was his fault that his son died. When in fact, if y'all was aware that your son had addiction issues, the parents should have been doing what they needed to do to try to help save their son. On the flip side, Liam is also a grown man and is going to do what he's going to do regardless. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink, as I always like to say, or as the old phrase goes. So you can only do but so much. And if he was going to find a way to get them drugs, he was going to find a way to get to them. And so they said that, I think it even said in the article. Now, they said Ezekiel Pereira and Pais, who have been accused of selling Payne the drugs, will remain in prison as they await trial. If convicted, they could face up to 14 years in prison. So there you have it. That's the latest on Liam Payne. Unfortunately, I wish he was able to fight the demons that he was fighting, but sometimes it's the cookie crumbles the way it does. So I say all this to you guys. What do you think of this story and the latest development in the Liam Payne case in regards of how much stuff he had in his system at the time of his death? Because before we had found out some things about it, but we didn't know all the stuff. Now all the stuff has come out, and he had a whole carousel of situations going on up in that body. And the body can only deal with so much. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.